Okay, cool. Yeah. So let's begin. Okay, so we took a break in the last class. Just want to bring everyone up to speed. So does everyone? Okay, what were we doing? Let's start with that. What was it that we were discussing before we stopped in the last class? Does anyone remember? Okay, what was the broader topic, Nupur? Facebook custom audience. Okay, so we were looking at Facebook ads, right? So we started off yes. Okay, so the broader topic was Facebook ads, in which we studied objectives, and then we looked at the targeting options. Okay, so let's just do a very quick revision. What are the different kinds of objectives that we looked at? What are the different kinds of objectives that we looked at? Does anyone? Okay, so awareness was one category. Yes, go on. There's traffic for sure. Yes. Then there is lead generation. Very good. Yes. Then app installs, engagement. Yes. Okay. So there is brand awareness and reach. After which there is traffic. There are video views. There are app installs. There are messages ads. There are lead generation ads. Yeah, and then there are conversion ads. Then there are store visit ads, and so on and so forth. And video views. Yes. All right. So these are a few objectives, and then what are the different types of targeting that we looked at? Yeah, what are the different types of targeting options that we looked at? Core. Okay, very good. Core custom lookalike. Core custom lookalike. Just a one line definition of all of these. What is core? What is custom? What is lookalike? Okay, core is when you're kind of reaching out to these guys for the first time. Yes, Adhiraj. Lookalike is similar to your core custom audience, Rohit. Okay, lookalike is similar to your custom audience. And what is custom audience then? Hmm. What are the different ways of creating custom audiences? Yes, core is the the audience that we have interacted with before. Cool. And the last thing that we looked at was placements before we stopped. So, what are the different types of placements available on for Facebook ads? Okay, there is a right column ad. There is news feed. Yes, there is news feed. Like Rohit says, that is right column ad. Like Adhiraj says, messenger ads. Yes. Okay, three done. A few remaining. Achal, anything to add? Sunil, Insta story ads. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Instagram is a placement. Rotation ads, not sure what you mean, Vidushi. In-stream videos, yes, yes. Okay, so there is desktop newsfeed, there is desktop right column, there is mobile newsfeed, there are in-stream videos, there is Instagram, then there is Messenger, and then there is Facebook Audience Network, which is a group of Facebook partners. Yes, very good. Awesome. All right, guys. I had also given you certain homework, right, in the first class. Had we divided you into teams and were you supposed to produce something? What was that homework? What was that homework, guys? Were you supposed to publish the content onto the page? Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. So which team has been able to do it? Okay. Wow. What about the other teams? I don't know who the other captains were. I know Rohit was one captain. You created a new page. That's pretty nice. Okay, no work done by the other two teams. Okay, let's just see what Rohit and his team have put together. Rohit, who all were your team members? Acha, ठीक है. Let's see when Tushar comes. Okay, so I'll just take a look at what these guys have done. Uh, this is a video. On which software did you make this video? Rohit, your team or whoever did this video? This is nice. Which software did you use here? Okay, Krishna made the video. Okay, all right, all right. Who made this image and what software did they use? The question is not just for Rohit, okay? It's for the whole team. So Anjali is not here. Sunil is here. Hita is here. Krishna. A lot of people are absent today. Is it Pavitra, Wellington? No, they are not here. Okay, but anyway, this is good work. Uh, let's see what. This has been done by using Adobe Spark. This is you? Wow, this is really cool. Okay, great. Awesome. Uh, this is again good work. I mean, it's serious. This is serious good work. All right. Have there been any GIFs though? This is a GIF. Okay. Oh, wow. By using Canva. Okay. Really good. Uh, guys, let's just appreciate this team. Uh, just write clap, clap, clap because we can't clap in person. But this is good work by Rohit and his team. What was the what was the learning What was the learning, Rohit and team? What did you? I mean, I'm sure that some of you feel, "Arey, what this guy is giving me homework? I am doing this business, and I'm like I'm focusing on more important things, and this guy is asking me to make a GIF or a photo or a video." So, but despite that, if you do it, what do you think did you learn, Rohit, through this experience? Okay, we learned new tools. Then, acha, I'll check. I'll check. Any other learning? पागल है पागल इससे गलत क्या पूछ रहे हो हमसे दुनिया भर की गर्ल की पर धक्का उठा रखा हमने हैं हमको तो खुदा ही पता नहीं कि हम यहाँ क्या कर रहे हैं काम में सही गलत पूछ रहे हैं Okay, this is really funny. Okay, good work. um, okay, cool. So you learned new tools. You learned getting a team together, yes, and working towards a common goal, yes, and yeah, like even though we might, our ego might trick ourselves into believing that we are above all this, we are beyond all this. Just when you get down and get your hands dirty, it's crazy how much it helps you. So now I'm at a point in my. I'll share a personal experience. I am at a point in my life when I'm 30 and I am consulting for a brand. And as a consultant, obviously there's a team which is reporting. Like doesn't report to me per se, but they kind of help me with the stuff. Now, even though I'm a consultant and I'm supposed to help the brand on a strategic level, I'm not supposed to make a Facebook post. I'm not supposed to write a blog. I'm not supposed to write a guide or make a video. I'm not supposed to do all of those things. But still, when I'm made to do all of those things, I still do a better job than them. I still do a better job than them. Why? Not because I'm talented at all, but because I do my own project. Because if you guys have been following me on social media, I have my own blog. I write every day. I have an Instagram page, so I'm in touch with that. I had a YouTube channel, so I kind of know how to make YouTube videos, right? I have seen guides. So, getting your hands dirty, I have made a landing page, I've executed an ad campaign. Getting your hands dirty, and doing these things is what differentiates us from people who are just giving you orders, right? I mean, we have all had those bosses, right, who don't know what social media or any of that is, but they're still only managing you. And we do not want to report to those bosses at all. We want to report to people only who know what their stuff is all about. Yeah, so what separates me from them is just the fact that I'm a practitioner. I'm not just someone who is an intellectual. I'm a practitioner and I get my hands dirty. So this is what I wanted you all to experience. The other teams, so I know Tushar is not here. I don't know which the third team was, but you guys are missing out. Okay, let me put it very bluntly. You guys are missing out on the experience of becoming a skilled professional if you don't take these tasks seriously. And Rohit and others who have put in efforts for this, you are you have taken a very good first step. All right, awesome. That being said, we'll now move on, or we'll now resume from where we left off. Okay, so we're done with objectives, targeting, placements. Now let's just take a look at the budgeting part of it. We are a little behind, but let's see how much we can, or rather how much will we need to extend, maybe. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so did I explain you this campaign structure? Okay, so those who have done Google ads will have a certain idea about this. So see, for every objective that we looked at, we can create only one campaign per objective. So let's say if I want to have two objectives, let's say traffic and lead generation, for example, I cannot do that in one campaign. I'll have to have two campaigns for that. If I want three objectives, then I'll have to have three campaigns. So basically, a campaign corresponds to one objective. Always remember that a campaign corresponds to one objective. It is at the top of the hierarchy. But in a single campaign, you might feel the need to have different ad sets. Why do we need different ad sets? Mm, Firstly, you might feel the need to target different people. Okay, you might feel the need to target different people, which means that you might feel the need to have different target markets or different target audiences in the same campaign. And you might also feel the need to have different bidding strategies for them, different placement strategies for them, and so on and so forth, right? So different themes, yes, could also be a part of that. And that's why you need multiple ad sets. And one ad set, as you can see, has multiple ads. Okay, now I'm sure that this is not clear, so I'll give you an example. Let's say it's rainy season right now. So let's say if I am someone who is selling raincoats, If I'm selling raincoats online, if I have an e-commerce portal where I sell raincoats, I will create a campaign of what conversion, where people can go to my website, click on my product and buy my product. But now I'm catering to three target audiences. One is the teenagers between the age of 13 to 19. Second is the males between the age of 24 to 40. And third is the females between the age of 24 to 40. Three target audiences. Should I have a uniform approach should I have a uniform strategy to reach out to them, or should I have a different strategy to reach out to them? Of course, the answer is that it should be different. Why? Because when I create an ad for a teenager, I'll show a teenager wearing a raincoat in the photo. All right. When I do it for a guy, I'll of course show a guy wearing a raincoat in the photo. And in the copy also, I will write, ladies for a girl, for a 25-year-old girl, I'll write, look beautiful in this raincoat. Or for a guy, maybe I'll write some different copy. Basically, I'll have different what different approaches to reach out to these different people, and hence I'll need ad set 1, ad set 2, and ad set 3. Ad set 1 is for teenagers, ad set 2 is for young people, so young men, and ad set 3 is for young women. All right, that's why we need three ad sets. But if one ad set is targeting to one type of people only, if one ad set is targeting to the same type of people, why do we need multiple ads in one ad set? Why do we need multiple ads in one ad set? Very good. Yes. So all these answers are correct by Rajesh, Adhiraj, and Hita. Uh, yes, and Achal as well, to see which one is working. Because we are marketers, we do not know what will work. None of us know what will work. Even if you get 30 years of experience, yes, you will have more idea of what works, but you will never have an idea of what will definitely work, right? And hence you will have multiple messages. You'll have multiple ad copies. I got distracted by Bharat's thing. You'll have multiple ad copies, because, or other multiple ads to test. Let's say in one ad set there are four ad sets. Sorry, in one ad set there are four ads: ad 1, ad 2, ad 3, ad 4. And you realize that ad 2 and ad 4 are doing really well. Ad 1 and 3 and ad 1 and ad 3 are not doing so well. So you'll pause ad 1 and pause ad 3 and focus more on ad 2 and ad 4, because you want to invest your budget in the things that is working rather than something which is not working. Makes sense. That's why we have three level hierarchy: campaign, ad set, and ads. If it is clear, please in the chat window type green tea. Or if you have any question, please let me know. Clear, Vidushi? Hmm? Who else is not typing green tea? The two people whose name I don't know. Waiting for name is it's saying. Okay. So now, moving on. Now there are a couple of things that we need to look at, a couple of concepts before we actually, or other three, four definitions that we need to look at before we jump into the ad platform. And one of the core definitions is this CPC and CPM. And I'm sure that a few of you know what this is. So what is the full form of CPC? Does anyone know the full form of CPC? It's cost per click. Okay, the full form of CPC is cost per click. What is the full form of CPM? It's cost per mile. What is 1 mile? What does 1 mile mean or equate to? 1,000 impressions. Very good. Okay. So the full form of CPC is cost per click. The full form of CPM is cost per mile or cost per 1,000 impressions. But these are just full forms. What are the definitions, guys? How will you explain CPC to a 10-year-old guy? For those of us who don't know what CPC is, who can type the definition in the chat window? What is CPC? Definition as in how does it work? Mm-hmm. Guys, what is CPC? How much budget you spend on one click, cost paid on each click of your ad, max cost you can pay. Huh. I think what I connect with the most is that you choose a payment model when the advertiser or when you as an advertiser pays only when someone clicks on your ad. That's all I'm expecting from you guys. Yeah. So you have started your advertisement. You chose an objective, you did some targeting, you chose some placement, and now you want to know, Facebook, how will you charge me? So Facebook says, I'll give you two options. I'll either give you CPC option or CPM option. Facebook says, okay, sorry, this what is the name? Jack says, for example, CPC. What is CPC? So Facebook says CPC is cost per click and CPM is cost per mile. Okay, how does CPC work? Well, if you choose to opt, or if you choose CPC, then you will be charged only when the user clicks on the ad. You will not be charged for anything else, but you'll be charged for when the user clicks on the ad. And then what is CPM? Yes, it is when you are charged for showing the ad. In the CPM model, you are charged, or the brand is charged for just impressions, for just showing the ad, for just making people exposed to the ad, viewing the ad, etc. So now I'll take you to my news feed just to show you how they work. So okay, so if you come here, okay, let's say this ad, okay, Ever Coach by Mind Valley. Um, let's say that this is a CPC ad. Okay, let's assume that this is a CPC ad. Now, if this is a CPC ad, have has the this brand Mind Valley been charged yet for showing this ad? No. Have they been charged yet, guys? Yes or no? When this ad appeared on my news feed, have they been charged? No, no, no. In my case, let's forget that. No. Okay. Yes. So the answer is no. I was just changing my tone just to have some fun. The answer is no, Rajesh. And who said Achal? Okay. The answer is no because I have not clicked on the ad yet. Okay. I've not clicked on the ad yet. Now have they been charged? Oh, now they have been charged. Okay. Now case two scenario. Let's say that I refresh the page again. Okay. Let's assume that I refresh the page again and I come down and I see this ad. But in this case, they are using the CPM model. Now, have they been charged here? Yes? No? When this ad appeared on my newsfeed, have they been charged if they're using the CPM model? Rohit, in the CPM model, the brand is charged for showing the ad. They did show me the ad, right? Forget about that. Forget about that for a bit. It is about impressions. Impressions are doesn't have don't have to be unique, right? And anyway, we're assuming that this appeared for the first time. Okay, but Rohit, still get it clear that impressions don't care if the user is unique or not. Okay, even if the same customer, same user is being shown twice, impressions are two times only. All right. So this was they were charged just for showing me the ad, and now when I clicked on the ad, now am I being charged? Am I as in this brand? When I clicked on the ad for the CPM option, they were charged for showing me the ad. Okay, but when I was shown the ad and I clicked on it, now were they charged extra for this? If it's CPM, then no. Why? Because CPM says that my job is just to show the ad. My job is just to show the ad. Whether the user clicks or not is not my business. You do whatever you want to. I will charge you just for showing the ad. However, if you go with CPC, the brand is charged for The brand is charged when the user clicks on the ad. All right. Now, before we go into what is better and all of those things, is the definition clear? Because this definition pans across all the digital marketing world. So, is it clear how it works at least? Forget all the other things. No, 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 Achal, hold on, hold on. Is the definition clear? Everyone, who is not talking to me today? Hold on. Vidushi, are you around? See, in the in the same instance, Nupur, let's say this is a CPC ad, and if I click twice, then no, the brand is not charged twice. Okay, but let's say if I see this ad again tomorrow and again I click it, then I will be charged. But in the same iteration, I mean, otherwise I'll keep on clicking. No, oh, I don't like this company. I'll make them waste money, so I'll keep on clicking it. No, that is not how it works. They are not losing money when I'm clicking on the ad. Okay, now you have this always this what do you call it? The debate between CPC and CPM. So I'll tell you what the norm is. Okay, what the norm is, and then we'll expand on that just a little bit. So if you want to get tangible actions from the users. What are tangible actions? So if you want the users to buy from you, if you want the users to fill up a lead form, if you want the users to read a blog, whenever you want the users to take any tangible action, you go with, does anyone know? If you want the user to take any tangible action, you go with CPC. That's correct. If you want the user to take any tangible action, you go with CPC. And if you simply want to create brand awareness, if you simply want to create brand recall, if you simply want to tell people that hey, we exist, right? If you want to make a space in the user's brain, then you go with CPM. Okay, that is the most traditional norm that is there in the market. Okay, so for example, let's say I am sitting on a beach in Goa, and I'm in the shack, okay, facing the beach, and then I see this umbrella, big umbrellas that you have on the beaches, which has Coke and Pepsi written on it. Now, those umbrellas are more of CPC or CPM. They are CPM. Why? Because they're simply creating a brand recall value, right? They are not initiating a purchase. But then I see a board in the shack, in the cafe that I'm sitting in, which says buy rupees Pepsi now only for rupees 10. Is that kind of a CPC or CPM? That's a CPC. That's a CPC. Okay. So typically, because it's an initiating an action, right? So typically, thank you. You basically whenever there's an action that needs to be initiated, you go with CPC. Now this discussion is to be extremely important for Facebook users. Uh, let's say 3 years back or so. But you know what Facebook did? Facebook simplified everything. Now as you start exploring the ad options, which I hope you guys have already started doing, when you start exploring the ad options, you will realize that Facebook has kind of upgraded the options for depending on the objective. So for example, for lead generation, for conversions, there will not be any CPC option, that only be CPM option. And you will argue, but Pranav, right now only you said that if there's anything tangible, then it needs to be CPC. But then why is Facebook giving CPM? Well, I don't know, but what Facebook has done is that just to for the benefit of, for their own benefit, for the benefit of the users, they have simplified stuff. So you don't need to like do like a lot of analysis on whether I should do CPC or CPM. It's become extremely simplistic, and more on that I'll touch upon as we go ahead. I'm not sure about Google AdWords. Google AdWords maybe still is very traditional that way, and hence CPC and understanding CPC and CPM in depth might be the need of the hour. But for Facebook especially, it's become extremely simple, and just knowing that okay, typically if I want more tangible actions, I'll go with CPC. Otherwise, I'll go with CPM. All right. First, if let's just take an example. Let's say if a big brand wants to initiate, let's say a conversion campaign, will they benefit? Okay, let's say that there's a big brand and a startup. Okay, both of them want to do conversion. Of course, they'll go with CPC. But let's say if I put a gun to their head and I say that no, you have to use CPM only, both of them. Which one will succeed? If both of them are suppose I've asked them to use CPM. There's a big brand and a startup for the conversion ads. Which one will succeed or have a better ROI? Okay, the answer is a brand. I'll tell you why. Because if you see a Coke ad, even if it's CPM, you are more bound to click on it because it's an ad by Coca Cola. All right. If similarly, what I'm trying to say is that if there's a big brand, even the CPM ads will draw a lot of clicks. But for a smaller brand, the brand is being charged and charged and charged for just showing the ad, and no one is clicking on it because they don't know about the brand. But doesn't happen usually in the case of a big brand, right? So gun to a head, maybe CPM would might work for a bigger brand, but typically you always can stay to the only one principle, which is that okay, is my action tangible or not? I'll go with CPC in that case. If it's tangible, if it's not, I'll go with CPM. As simple as that. Okay, no need to complicate it. No need to complicate it further. All right. Okay, just a couple of concepts before we get practical again. So there is ad quality and relevance score. Okay, how many of you guys have done Google AdWords course before this? Okay, so you guys would know what. Oh, you're doing two courses, two modules in at one in one go. So I think it's a Saturday Sunday thing then Hita, or a weekday thing. Wow, you guys are workaholics, man. Three modules. Oh my god. So I'm just curious, how do you guys do it? Acha, so you take one module on the weekday and one module on the weekend. Okay, so just to speed up the course, I think. Wow. And Nupur, when do you take the three modules then? Is it one weekday, one Saturday, one Sunday? Wow, that must be hectic, no? Hearing the trainers talk and talk and talk for 2 hours and then going to work on Monday. Okay, but good job. I think this pain will have its will have its own benefits because I remember when I was having a full time job and when I first joined Digital Vidya, I mean right? I mean if you have ever given a talk in an auditorium or if you have ever taken a lecture or taught anyone, it's a nervous thing to do, especially initially. Like you are scared and you don't know if you'll be made fun of or people will give you a negative feedback. Oh, I have to impress the CEO of Digital Vidya as well, and so on and so forth. And I had a job, and I used to work from Monday to Saturday, and then Saturday half day I used to come back, and then I used to prepare for the Sunday's lecture, and then I used to give the Sunday's lecture, and my weekend used to start at 2 p.m. on the Sunday. I used to get over by Sunday night, again Monday office. On top of that, I don't think I was in the best health at that point of time, and talking takes out so much out of you that I used to get a lot of acidity, and because of the stress, and then I used to vomit and all of those things. But when I look back, I got the confidence. I quit my job. So it was intense at that point of time. But yeah, these intense phases do help us learn a lot, and then it becomes easier later. So this was just a personal story that I thought of sharing with you because I just realized that you guys are doing taking on some really intense work. Anywho, we'll now get into. So the reason I asked you about the Google AdWords was because this concept is repeated there as well, which is relevance score. In Google, it is known as quality score. So what is this? Relevance score, quality score. We'll understand, but first we'll understand this definition known as click through rate. What is click through rate? Click through rate is the is C by I. which is clicks upon impressions. So if your ad was shown 10,000 times and if it was clicked on 100 times, then the click through rate is 100 by 10,000. All right. Now, should the click through rate be ideally high or low? Okay. What does a low click through rate suggest? What does a low click through rate mean or suggest? What is it telling us? Bad ad. Okay, ad is not good. Okay. Yes. So see, it's just a simple mathematics, right? Numerator upon denominator. If the denominator goes on increasing and the numerator does not increase at the same rate, the value of the fraction decreases. So if your ad is being shown and shown and shown and hardly anyone is clicking on it, then the click-through rate is obviously low. So it's C by I. Right now, it's necessary to keep a high click-through rate. Okay, it's necessary to keep a high click-through rate. And okay, so what will you do if you start running an ad and the click-through rate is low? What are the changes that you'll make in the ad? Okay, you either revise the content or copy, like Bharat says, and Nupur says, and Rohit says, or you change the audience, like Adiraj says. Alright, so you typically focus on these two things. Sometimes, however, if the funnel is fundamentally flawed, okay, if the funnel is fundamentally flawed, we spoke a lot about funnel in the previous class, right? So, for example, if I am selling a $10,000 product and I am executing an ad of only $100 and I'm hoping to get 50 conversions, and then I'm criticizing myself because the click through rate is low, then there is a problem in the funnel directly, right? So that could be the broader problem. However, a micro problem would be maybe changing the content just a little bit, or maybe changing the target audience just a little bit. Right now, why is this CTR important? Because CTR determines the CTR is interrelated to one more parameter, which is relevance score. What is relevance score? So just like quality score, a relevance score is a score given to your ad out of 10. It's a score given to your ad out of 10 depending on the performance of your ad. So Facebook will analyze the performance of your ad, and depending on your on the performance, it will give it a score. A higher score, which is 7, 8, 9, means that your ad is doing really well. A score of 6 or 5 means that it's okay, okay, and a score below that simply means that the ad is not doing well at all right. Now, what do you think contributes to the positive score? What are the factors which will contribute to a positive relevance score? Mm-hmm. Okay, so see, tangibly speaking, it would be the click through rate. The higher the click through rate, the higher is the relevance score. Lower the click through rate, lower is the relevance score. Secondly, higher is the engagement for your ad. So for many ads you can indulge in engagement. So for example, mobile newsfeed ads, Facebook newsfeed, sorry, desktop newsfeed ads, Instagram ads, and so on. You can engage with them, which means you can like, comment, or share the ads. So when you do that, that also contributes to a positive relevance score. What contributes to a negative relevance score then? Well, if the click through rate is low, the relevance score is negative. All right. Or let's say the engagement is low, the relevance score is relative. And one more factor which contributes to a low relevance score is if anyone clicks on hide your ad. If anyone clicks on hide the ad, you must have clicked right at least once in your life, hide ad. That also gives rise to a low relevance score. Now, why is this relevance score important? The relevance score is important because not only does it decide the performance of your ad, of course, you want more and more clicks and more people to go to your website or take the necessary action, but more importantly, Facebook is trying to do only one thing. Facebook is trying to give the best experience to the users, right? And if your ad is has a low relevance score, Facebook takes it as a negative sign and starts showing your ad at a higher price. Facebook will start showing your ad at a higher price. It says that, okay, no, you are not giving the best experience to my users. Okay, I'll show the ad at a higher price. And hence, in order to save money, in order to make your campaign more ROI effective, you have to maintain a high relevance score, because that will ensure that you are getting results at a lower price, which means that the ad quality needs to be great, which means that you need to show the ad to the right people. All right. Okay. Conceptually, is it clear? Okay. Rohit has a question. It does. No, no, Rohit. So a good question. They analyze the ad, which means that they analyze the ad. They give it, I think, 1,000 impressions. After which they give a score. So it's not a predicted score. It's a performance score. All right. Yeah, it does, Sunil. Yes, it does. It does. See, relevance score is just a report. It's just a rating. It's not that relevance score will affect the performance. Relevance score is just, in fact, the result. It is not a cause. It's just telling you that, dude, your ad is not that great. Yes, yes. It's a rating. Yes. Okay. Now we'll go back to the platform for the last discussion. So let's say I'll go to manage ads. Let's say create one. I'm just picking up anything now. That is not possible, Rohit. No, that is not possible. Or the only tool that we can possess, is our own experience, honestly. But even the most advanced marketers don't have a predictor. See, the thing is, you have to understand, it's such a vast program, the whole algorithm thing, the whole Facebook algorithm, that no one knows the answer. It's such a vast thing that it's impossible to predict. So you just have to test it out. In case we have a low relevance score, this doesn't stay with the brand for lifetime. We can improve it gradually. Yes, 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 Bharat. Definitely. It's a sign, it's a report. Dude, increase your efforts now. Like you're slacking, your ad is not good. It's a warning. All right. Okay. So coming back to the budget and scheduling, so you can have two ways to do about. Okay, let's say I have a budget of 10,000 rupees for 10 days. I have a budget of 10,000 rupees for 10 days. What I can do is that I can go with a daily budget of 1,000 rupees, and I can keep 10 days. So today is what? 22nd September. So what are 10 days? Let's say this is 7. This will be 14. So maybe this approximately. Okay, chalo, good. So September 22nd to October 2, 10 days. So I'll spend 10,000 in these 10 days, and the daily budget is 1,000 rupees. So my upper daily spend cap is what? 1,000 rupees. Or I can simply say I'll go with lifetime budget of 10,000 rupees for the same duration. Okay, now which is better out of these two? Why? Don't know. Okay. Yes. See, both have their own advantages. If there was only one, then Facebook would have only one. See, daily budget basically allows you to keep an upper cap for the day. So let's say I am just starting my budget. My total campaign budget is, let's say, 1 lakh rupees. But if I keep lifetime as 1 lakh, it's very scary because I don't know how the campaign is going to go. I don't know how the market will respond. I'm doing it for the first time. So I'll start it small. I'll start with 5,000 rupees and just test it out. So just just get a feel of how it is going, like Achal says. Right. So let's just we can let's just start with a small budget to see where it is going. That could be one approach. Okay. Now, second way of thinking about it is that, let's say, you have been given a brief on Thursday and you have to execute your campaigns for 4 days, and most likely you will not be able to give an attention to the campaign on Friday and Saturday. In that case, you can go with the lifetime budget. What is the advantage of lifetime? It basically allows Facebook to sorry, it allows Facebook to adapt a little. So today Facebook realizes that, oh yeah, today the campaigns are expensive. I'll show less of these ads, which means that I'll spend lesser than less than the average budget. And tomorrow the ads are a little cheap, so I'll show more of these ads. So Facebook can basically optimize it for you. That is the advantage of lifetime. Lifetime has one more advantage, which we'll discuss in the next 2 minutes. All right. Which part, Nupur? Um, any specific thing? Sorry. Okay. See, daily budget means that you have an upper cap, right? So, for example, you get pocket money from your parents of 1,000 rupees for a week. Now, how do you want to spend that pocket money? You can spend that pocket money as let's say if it is 1,000 rupees for 10 days, you can spend 100 rupees every day. Or you can say, no, today I want to spend 200 rupees, and after that I want to spend 200 rupees, but after that for 3 days I'll spend only 50 rupees per day, right? So lifetime budget is kind of like that. You don't have any upper cap to the spend. Okay. Daily budget, however, is that it means that you have an upper cap daily, which means that your parents are not giving you thousand rupees in a single go. They're giving you 100 rupees daily. They're giving you 100 rupees daily. So similarly, there's an upper cap. If there's a daily budget of 1,000 rupees, you're not spending more than 1,000 rupees in that particular day. Okay, that's the definition. Now, which is better? So daily budget gives you more control over the ads, which means that you can shift and you can change your strategies as far as the ads are concerned. Lifetime, however, will give flexibility, more chance to optimize the ad, because you're not keeping any constraint, any filter, right? So Facebook might feel that, okay, February 14th is extremely expensive because of Valentine's Day. I'll show less ads on February 14th, and on February 15th I'll show more ads. I'll spend more money because the ads are cheap. So you're allowing that flexibility to Facebook by keeping it lifetime budget. Lifetime also has one more advantage that we'll discuss as we go ahead. Does this seem clearer now? Cool. All right. Now, okay, good. So, see, this is the schedule part. Now, in daily budget, there's a schedule. You can also keep this run my ad set continuously, but I would highly recommend that you don't use this option. One of my colleagues, she had used this option and she had forgotten about it. This was like 3 years back, and the client actually spent 1 lakh rupees more than what the client was supposed to. I'm not making this up. It actually happened. So, yes, something for us to be mindful about, that you always set an end date. All right. Now the next part is optimization for ad delivery, which means that for what purpose do you want to optimize your ad? Further, what is in the, although you have selected an objective, for what is the mini objective that you want to achieve through this ad? But here in this case, there is no drop down here. There is only page likes. In other objectives, if you see, there will be a drop down here. That whether you want to optimize your ad for conversions, whether you want to optimize your ad for more impressions, or whether you want to optimize your ad for more engagement, and so on and so forth. All right, then you have the bid strategy. Now, what is bidding? Let me talk about bidding for a second. So, bidding means the amount of money that you are willing to pay per action. So, for example, if this is a like campaign, so I can say to Facebook or myself that okay, I want 100 likes, but I'm not willing to spend more than 10 rupees per like. So, what do? I keep a bid cap. This is also known as manual bidding. Okay, again, I think Google AdWords also has the same strategy. This is known as manual bidding. What does manual bidding mean? In this case, I'm telling Facebook, dear Facebook, I will not like to spend more than 10 rupees for per page like. So only show my ad where I get a like for 10 rupees or less than 10 rupees. All right. And if I deselect this, if I don't choose this, I am going with automatic bidding, which means what? I'm telling Facebook that there is no limit. You can choose to show my ad at your own convenience, but I'm putting my trust on Facebook. I'm assuming that Facebook will give me the best results. Facebook will give me the best results. That's all. Okay, now what will happen if I set a earlier? It used to happen that when we click this manual bidding part, they used to give us a range. Facebook used to give us a range that for this you should keep this much of manual bid, but Facebook has stopped doing it. Why have they stopped doing it? Well, my guess is that they want to push more and more people to automatic bidding, and hence they want to discourage manual bidding. Right? That's why they stopped giving you a range. What will happen though if I keep it too low? Let's say if I keep it to 1 rupees only. I want one for 1 rupees. What will happen? Of course, I like to save money, right? So I'll keep it very low. Exactly. So, guys, this is a bidding strategy. What is bidding? There are n number of brands out there who are trying to reach me. Right, there are n number of brands which are trying to reach the same user. Let's say I'm interested in painting. I'm interested in let's say working out and gyms. I'm interested in social media marketing. All of these interests means that there are thousands and thousands of brands around the world who are trying to reach me. So on what parameters will Facebook decide which ad to show me? Because the available space on my newsfeed is very limited. If Facebook would show every ad, but Facebook can't, and Facebook can show only limited ads. So, on what parameters will Facebook decide which ad to show and which ad to not show? Typically, only two parameters. Yes, and both the parameters have been addressed by Rajesh and Sunil. Okay, and in a way by Bharat as well. Both the parameters are one parameter is the quality, which means the relevance score. The higher the relevance score, more is the chance of your ad being shown to more and more people. And the second is the bid. How much are you willing to spend per action? So if I keep the bid too long, that's why in Google you have this equation, no, quality score into bidding, manual bid, something like that. Yeah, similarly here also there are two parameters, right? There are two parameters here as well, which determine the pricing and the exposure that your ad gets. One is the one is the bid, and second is the quality or the relevance score. So if I keep this too low, my ad will never win the competition. My all the other competitors are bidding higher. That's why my ad will never be shown. If I keep this too high, I have a more chance of winning the auction, but then I'm spending too much, right? So you have to find like an optimal bid. But my suggestion would be to not go with manual at all, go with automatic. Even though most advanced advertisers go with automatic, they do not go with manual, because you can trust Facebook. Facebook is anyway trying to reduce your this thing, um, sorry, reduce the amount of money that that you want to spend. Okay, so my suggestion would be to go with automatic in most of the cases. Then here is the whole discussion about CPC and CPM. So when do you want to get charged? Do you want to get charged for CPM, or do you want to get charged for page likes? So this they have changed. Okay, earlier this was CPC, this was clicks. Do you want to get charged for impressions or clicks? But then, like I said, Facebook has got advanced. They have changed the options, and now they are saying that why to charge for clicks, will directly charge for page likes. So like this, they have changed a few things. So when you get charged, you can choose for what purpose you want to get charged. Ad scheduling is only available in the lifetime budget. So as I told you, right, that lifetime has one more advantage, and that advantage is that you can indulge into ad scheduling. So what is ad scheduling? I can schedule ads in specific slots. So for example, Um, I want to show my ad on 9 a.m. Monday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Monday, and let's say on Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. But on Thursday, I want my ad to go from for all of these slots, right? For Thursday, I want to run it from 6 a.m. to let's say 6 p.m. So I can select specific slots. So extremely, crucial for let's say people whose brands whose business are very time driven. So, for example, can you think of a business which can leverage this? What kind of industry is very particular about the time where the ad needs to be shown? Yeah, exactly. The food. So, all these Food Panda, Zomato, Swiggy, Pizza Hut, McDonald's, all of these guys would want to show the ad before lunch, before dinner, before snacks. Okay. So like this, you can select slots, but this is only available for the lifetime budget, not for the daily budget. Or you can just say that I want to run my ads all the time. And the last is movie could also be one, yes. The last thing to study is the delivery type, and the delivery type could be standard or accelerated. What is standard? When you go with standard, your ads are distributed throughout the day. Okay, they are shown throughout the day. But if you go with accelerated, your ads are shown as quickly as possible, your budget is spent as quickly as possible. Example, let's say it's 2 p.m. and you get a late brief from your client saying that there's an event at 9 p.m. and I know it's very late, but I want you guys to promote that event on Facebook with, let's say, budget of 2,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees, because I want to have more and more people see the ad on Facebook and attend the event. Now you barely have what 7 hours for this campaign, and you cannot go with standard. You'll have to go with accelerated. You want to spend your money, quickly. But this happens in very, very rare situations. In most of the cases, in 99% of the cases, you go with standard. And even Facebook recommends that you go with standard. Accelerated is not that recommended, but in certain situations, maybe it would help you. All right, guys. Okay, so now if you have any questions on all of these, any of these things, please let me know. Okay, no questions. So I asked, one second, let me find it. Why do they have impressions here? It's like it's a like campaign. Exactly, Rohit. So remember the whole CPC and CPM discussion, right? Look at it from that lens. That even if you want a like campaign, you can choose to get likes by showing your ad, by making your ad, or by paying for clicks, or by paying for impressions. That used to be the case till, let's say, 3 4 years back. But then Facebook said, why do I charge for clicks anyway? Let us change clicks to page likes. So you directly get charged for page likes, or you get charged for impressions. All right. But CPM will not make sense because we have already chosen likes, which means no, no, see Rohit. Okay, let's say the the cost of one impression versus the cost of one like, or sorry, one click. Let's look at it that way. The cost of one impression versus the cost of, okay, sorry, forget what I said. Let me rephrase. The cost of one impression versus the cost of one like. Okay, there will be a difference between the two. What is the difference? The cost of one impression will always be lesser, right? Now, do you agree that if I can somehow devise a method that if impressions are extremely cheap, if I can quickly get a like by showing as many less or as less impressions as possible, I'll save money because the cost that I'm incurring for like is way higher than cost that I'm incurring for an impression. See, the call to action is always going to be page like, Rohit. In both the cases, they are going to be page likes only. But how will they be charged? Or how will the brand be charged? Will the brand be charged just for showing the impression, or will the brand be charged for getting a page like? That's what the debate is here. Let me know if I have to explain this in a different way as well. Every ad has internal budget. Yeah, that's correct. Yes. So, see, every ad set, this is an ad set that we have chosen, and every ad set will have a different budget. Yes. In this case, if you have only one ad set in one campaign, impressions doesn't consider unique users, right? No. It increases addition maybe to yes. So in CPC, it is charged for same. So there's timings as in case of same Nupur. So, if the impression appears the same time it appears, but then it won't be charged. But let's say after a few hours, the ad is shown to me again, then the ad is chargeable. Or if it is shown to more, then the ad is chargeable. In the same window, if it is shown, it is not chargeable. In the same screen or the same frame. But I don't understand under what situation I'll have to choose impressions after selecting live campaign. I would just go with brand awareness campaign. Rohit, that's I like the fact that you're thinking you'll only go with impressions if you are assured that you will get likes at a lesser cost if you are charged for impressions. I'll repeat that. Okay, you got it. Yeah. So basically, if I assure that Rohit, if you choose impressions, your cost per like will decrease. Then you'll be assured to go with that. So that is the thing that you have to play with here. Cool. Okay. All right, guys. What will you type? Uh, what will you type? How much time? Any idea? I didn't get the question, Nupur. Sorry. No, I still don't get the question. See, if I refresh the page again and if I see one more impression, it is chargeable. But what I'm saying is that if it in the same screen you're scrolling up and down, or if it's CPC and in the same screen if you're clicking on it again and again and again, then that doesn't count. It doesn't happen mostly. Yes, they are. They are linked to the IP as well. Okay, but even even in the same window, if you are multiple times clicking on it or the impression is being shown multiple times, it is not chargeable. Okay. All right, guys. So what we'll do now is that okay. So let me just conclude on this topic. So, guys, Facebook ads. As you can see, we have done a lot of talking on it. We're supposed to complete it in the last class. As you can clearly see, I am someone who does not follow the schedule, and I sometimes get yelled for that. But because I want to have my own schedule and I want to uh, kind of plan the session in such a way that it is the most beneficial. So we're supposed to complete Facebook ads in the last class, but clearly we have overdone it. You'll have one more module on Facebook ads. I don't know when, but you'll have one more module on Facebook itself, like a separate Facebook module, and in that you'll be again doing Facebook ads. Okay, but still, I wanted to cover this topic here because the social media model just seems incomplete. The only part that is remaining is which one? The format part. Which means that okay, in what ways can you create a format or create an ad? So it could be a single image, carousel ads, or video ads, slideshow ads, etc. All right, that part is left which I won't cover, but you guys can definitely take a look at that. and by yourself, and you can just start executing the ad campaign. Why am I not covering it? Because the whole thing will be again done in the Facebook ads module. All right, but I believe you are at a stage you can actually start implementing the ad platform or ad campaign. Sorry. Yes, offline custom audience is left. Who was supposed to explain that? Rohit, was it you? Okay. Uh, and Sunil. Sunil, why are you laughing? Okay, so we'll let Sunil explain first, and then you were not asking. Okay. Hmm. I think he's just pulling your leg, Sunil. Um, anyway, so let's take a 2 minute break, shall we? After which Rohit can come and explain us in a very short time. Let's say 2-3 minutes what offline activities are. After which we'll move to Twitter. Okay, so let's take a 2 to 3 minute break. This is not a long break, but a shorter one. And yeah, then Rohit will take over for 3 minutes. All right, guys. So I'll see you in the next 2-3 minutes. Bye. Okay, Rohit, please take over and just make sure it's a little quick, okay? For the interest in the interest of time.
Guys, can everyone hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay, great. I have a bad throat, so please bear with me.
No problem.
So, offline activity custom audience feature basically lets you tell Facebook who bought your stuff offline, so you can retarget them online. So what you can do is you can upload your offline customer database through an Excel sheet in a specific format onto Facebook. The format is provided by Facebook already, and then Facebook will match its own database with yours and help you retarget them. Uh, there is an option where it can generate lookalike data also based on the details you have uploaded and helps you find similar customers for your business. So that's basically it.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Any example,
Um,
Rohit?
yeah, I mean, if you say, for example, if you're running, say, a bakery,
Okay.
and you want to target your local area, so you might have database of your customers from the feedback forms or any other way. Upload that data onto Facebook, and Facebook will generate its own list also, and it will give you the data. It will share the list of the same people also that are already from your list, basically.
Oh, one sec. Let's say the bakery has some offline data in terms of, I believe,
Right.
email ID and phone number. Is that the parameter, or that you're not?
Email and phone number. Yes, mostly email, phone number, first name and last name is what
Okay.
suffices.
Okay. So I upload that data, and then what does Facebook do with that data? It matches it with its own data.
Own database,
Okay.
and then it tells you that if it already has those users online or offline, whatever, registered with them, so it will target those audiences,
Hmm.
and you also have the option of selecting lookalike of those people.
Right. So, Rohit, what I'm struggling to understand is that how are they different from? So, I'll show you one sec. If I go to audiences, and if I click on, sorry, custom audience, see there is already a customer file data, right? Which means that you can upload a database of people on Facebook, typically their email ID and phone number, and Facebook will show your ad to those people. In offline
Right.
activity, you're right that it helps you create a list of people who interacted with your business in store by phone, etc. But I'm not really getting the difference.
See, the difference is that offline activity is retargeting your customers who have already interacted with your business.
Okay.
Customer file is basically doing is based on your target audience that you have shortlisted.
Hmm.
It's those audiences are not necessarily interacted with your business before.
Right.
That's the basic difference.
Okay. Okay. ठीक है. I think I'll also. I think to an very honestly, Rohit, I am not fully convinced about the difference, but even I'll do some of my research because they seem awfully close. I mean, like they're very very close. So
No, they definitely are.
yeah. So let me just do some of my own research and let me add something to this in the next class. Yeah, but thanks for this. Thanks for
Right.
putting this together. Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Or else they can outsource the data. Yeah, I mean, guys, just stepping up and doing some research takes courage. So again, clap, clap, clap for Rohit, please. Ha. Not only has he led his team, but he has also done the research while the rest of us weren't contributing. Yeah. So thank you. Okay. Now, let's jump into the next platform. Finally, let's move on away from Facebook. So, how many of you are not there on Twitter? How many of you are not there on Twitter? Pooja, you're not there. Okay, I'll give you a chance to create a, a Twitter profile. Not right now, but maybe later. Because we'll be doing a practical exercise today. All right, now tell me one thing. What all do you know about Twitter? What is Twitter all about? What all do you know about Twitter? It's a microblogging platform. Why microblogging? Why microblogging? What is micro? Small. Number of words is limited. Okay, what is the limit? 120? No, it's 280. It used to be 140, Raghu, but now it's 280. Okay, the character limit is now 280. Okay, it's for news, you guys say. Okay, it's for sharing your thoughts, and it's for influencer marketing. So Adhiraj, that's the marketing terminology. Okay, it's influencer marketing. Okay. So, see, Twitter is a platform of, like you guys have said, it's a microblogging platform, which means that there's a character limit of 280 characters. Okay, now if the character limit is of 280 characters, what? Now listen to this question very carefully. If the character limit is less, what effect would you think will it have on the volume of tweets that are being created? If the character limit is small, the volume will be high, right? Okay, will it be okay if I make it's a, if I'm using a brand, I'm a brand. I'm using Facebook and Twitter. On Facebook, will it be okay if I make 46 posts per day? It will be too much. Okay, it would not be such a great idea. But on Twitter, will it be okay if I post 47 tweets? Hmm. Okay, so typically it's okay for me to produce that much of content on Twitter. Why? One, because the this thing is very small. The limit is very the character limit is very small, which is 280 characters. On top of that, what I'll do is I'll just refresh this. I'll just refresh this. I'll refresh it again. Okay, just for the sake of it. Now, if you just wait for it for a few seconds, if you wait for it for a few seconds, you will see that a new tweet appears here. Okay, it's not appearing, but it will appear. Now, when I expand the new with this new tweet that has appeared here, this tweet by Jai Bajrang Bali and what are Uber fags will go down. Okay, now which also shows that the news feed of Twitter is getting updated at a very fast pace. It's because even Facebook's newsfeed gets updated, yes, but not at this rate. It takes a bit of time to get refreshed, but here it is being refreshed in real time. Why? Because the volume of tweets being generated are very high. So what does that mean? It means that the life of a tweet on Twitter is very small. The life of a tweet on Twitter is very small because something that I tweet right now will just die away in the next 20 minutes. And hence it's okay for me to have multiple or more number of tweets in a day. Okay, it's a real time platform. Have you guys heard of the term live tweeting on Twitter? Before Facebook Live was there, that there was to be this live tweeting on Twitter. Whenever there is an event happening and you guys want to promote that event, and so let's say a conference is happening, there used to be a live tweeting of that conference. So all the updates used to be tweeted live. Yes. Now with Facebook Live, it has changed just a little bit. It has lost its importance just a little bit. But yes, it used to be quite a thing a few years back. right? Yes, yes. Okay, so it's a real-time platform. The example that I usually share is that a few years back, I experienced a very mild earthquake, like a very very mild earthquake in Pune. And I asked my parents if they felt the earth shaking, and they were they did not really experience that. So, but I was still sure I felt something. So I googled, but you also know that Google depends on these news sites, which will take some time to show if any minor earthquake happened, right? But when I went onto Twitter, I just searched for hashtag Pune, hashtag earthquake, and I saw that hundreds of people have already written about the earthquake, till that point of time. Hmm? Which means that it's a platform where people love to express their views. They love to talk about the news. Okay, people will love to talk about anything. Okay, about any news which is regional, local, national, international, and they are the first ones to talk about it on Twitter. Right? So yes, it's a real-time platform. It's a platform which has massive content being generated. The life of a tweet is very, very small. It's a platform, by the way, for highly opinionated people. So people with a lot of opinions, they have a lot of opinions on each and everything. And hence, there's a dark side of Twitter, which is that there's a lot of trolling that takes place. There's a lot of trolling that takes place on Twitter. That's why a lot of celebrities have also left the platform. I don't know who all, but I think Ed Sheeran left. I think Justin Bieber had also left. Maybe I don't know, but a couple of celebrities have left Twitter because of the intense trolling that happens now and then. Okay, this is just a bit about the platform. Now, what I'll do is that I'll explain a few concepts, after which we'll jump into a live exercise, which I believe would help you understand the platform in a much better way. So let's try to understand what a tweet is. So a tweet is the way in which you express yourself on Twitter. On Facebook, it's a post. On Snapchat, it's a snap. On Pinterest, it's a pin. On Twitter, it's a tweet, right? On Twitter, it's a tweet. So what's a tweet? The character limit is 1 to 80 characters. And so if I say, what can I say which will make me look cool on Twitter? Uh, Example. Okay, I'm not going to post this. This is way too egocentric. Uh, I do that. I have been told that by a few people. No, man, my fingers are not heavy. Got a little offended. No, no, no. My fingers are not heavy. I just type hard. Um. So okay, this is a tweet. Okay, now if I tweet this, it will go to a few set of people. So yeah, this is what a tweet is. Now, to whom will this tweet go to? To whom will this tweet reach out to? My followers, yes. This will typically go to my followers. And these tweets that I see here, who has made these tweets? They are also by my followers, right? They are also by my followers, right? Okay, no. They are not by my followers. They are by the people that I'm following. There's a difference between the two, right? There's a following and a follower. My followers get to see my content, and the content that I see on this newsfeed is made by the people that I am following. Got it. So I can be, if I am, there's a difference between Facebook and Twitter. If I am friends with Nupur on Facebook, whatever post I publish on my Facebook, Nupur gets to see it. And if Nupur posts something on her Facebook, I get to see it. In case of Twitter, however, even if I am following Nupur, doesn't mean that Nupur is following me back. So Nupur gets exposed to my content. Sorry, I get exposed to Nupur's content, but Nupur doesn't get to see my content. There's a difference in the relationship on Facebook and Twitter. So Twitter is similar to Instagram. Facebook and LinkedIn are similar. Instagram and Twitter are similar. Yeah, in terms of the relationship with the people, with the following and followers. Okay. So you know what a tweet is, what following and followers are. Of course, what should be higher for a brand? Followers should be higher, because the higher the followers, the higher is the chance of their content reaching out to larger audiences. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about the Twitter handle. Do you guys know what a Twitter handle is? Does anyone know what a Twitter handle is? Okay, what's a Twitter handle? Shantanu, what's a Twitter handle? Do you know? Anjali, what's a Twitter handle? It's my identity, it's a profile, my username, yes. It's a unique username using which you exist on Twitter. It's a unique username using which you exist on Twitter. So when I say unique, it means that no other person in this world will have the same username. Okay, so what is my Twitter handle? Do you know? What is my Twitter handle? My Twitter handle is at Pranav Kale 120. Yes. Where did you see it? You saw it here. Now, why is this username important? This username is important because you if you need to tag someone in your tweet, if you need to tag a user in your tweet, you need to know their Twitter handle. Yes, to tag, and uniqueness is already there, Rohit. But if you want to tag that person, you need the Twitter handle. Okay, so someone just ping me the Twitter handle. Just one or two of you, if you could just ping me your Twitter handle in the chat window. I'll just say hi to you. Beanbag blogger. Well, I like this name. Beanbag blogger. Really nice. Have you bought the domain for this, Bharat? Is this a name that you use everywhere? You should go to GoDaddy, right? Yeah, I think my audio was cut for a minute. What I'm telling you, Bharat, is that you should go to GoDaddy and you should buy this domain. Okay, .com is not available, is it? No, it is available, and it's just for rupees 149. Okay, so if you have finalized your name, please go ahead and buy it. Okay, it will not just be 149. Of course, it will have a few other expenses, but for 2 years you can buy it, and you can see if you want to go ahead with that name. I have bought so many domains. Anywho, so before anyone buys it, please buy it quickly. Okay, Bharat. All right. So and okay, last is Sunil. Okay, so I'm gonna say hi to Bharat, Rohit, and Sunil. Okay, what have I done right now? I am tweeting. In my tweet, I have mentioned three people: Bharat, Rohit, and Sunil, and I am saying hi to them. Or in other words, I have mentioned. Sorry, I gave up the answer. In other words, I've tagged Sunil, I've tagged Rohit, and I've tagged Bharat in my tweet. And tagging on Twitter is known as what? Mentioning. Tagging on Twitter is known as mentioning. So I have basically mentioned, oh, you tricked me, man. Now it's okay. Now I won't change. But okay, I'll delete it because someone just might, steal your idea of that username is very nice. So I'll just delete this tweet. All right. So I tweeted to them, and now that even though I've deleted the tweet, you guys would have got a notification. Why? Because you were tagged in a tweet or you were mentioned in a tweet. So tagging on a tweet tagging in a tweet is known as mentioning. Got it, guys? So you now know what a tweet is, what following followers is, what a Twitter handle is, and what mentioning is. Okay, moving on. Now there are a few other things to look at. There are these sections. So what are movements? So movements are basically, so this is a movement. Kareena Kapoor's midnight birthday party. Okay, it's an incident, it's an event that kind of happened. Now what happens when I open a movement? When I open a movement, all the tweets which have been done around this particular thing, which is what Kareena Kapoor's midnight birthday party, those movements, those these things have been curated and they are being shown to you. Those images are curated and they are being shown to you. Okay, all the tweets, all the images, the main tweets and the main images are being shown to you. Similarly, you will have different listings. Okay, so what, let me see if I can find. Okay, the official Doctor Who new trailer, or volunteers clean up idols following Ganesh Visarjan, right? So all of these are different events, different stories, right? And you will have all the tweets which are curated, yes, which are kind of in line with that story. As a homework, I would want you to create a new movement for yourself. So create a new movement. Let's say there is a lunar eclipse. So I'd say lunar eclipse, and I write some description. Today there was lunar eclipse. Of course, you'll write a better definition. Okay, and then what you do is that you set a cover to that movement, and then you, let's say if you click 5 photos of the lunar eclipse, you'll make 5 tweets, and then you will make a movement out of these 5 tweets, and then you'll publish it. All right, so I want you all to explore this a little bit, how to create a movement. All right, okay. Now going to the next part, which is notifications. What are notifications? Just like any other platform, whenever so for example, Sunil just said hello to me. That's why I got a notification. All right. Bharat and Ivy League content. I don't know who that is. They have followed me. That's why I have a notification. All right. Not sure, Sunil. Just check and let me know. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can. So notification is when yeah, someone follows you, someone likes your tweet, someone retweets your tweet, when someone mentions you, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, what is messages? Messages are the direct messages. Messages are the direct messages. These are the private conversations that you can have with people. These are the private conversations that you can have with people. Now, the trick, however, is that you cannot send direct message to anyone. Okay, you cannot send a direct message to any person. You can send a direct message only to those people who are your followers. I repeat, you can send a direct message to only those who are your followers, not to random people. Got it? So I cannot send a message to Shah Rukh Khan right now. I cannot send a direct message to Shah Rukh Khan simply because he is not my follower. But Shah Rukh Khan can send a direct message to me because I am his follower. Got it? That's what direct messages are. All right? Okay. Don't be overwhelmed. I'm going to simplify everything for you. Okay, so we have tweets. Tweet is the way in which you express yourself on Twitter. The character limit is 280 characters. We have following and followers. Our tweet usually goes to our followers. The tweets that we see on the newsfeed are by the following, the Twitter accounts that we are following, right? Then we looked at what mentioning is. Mentioning is basically tagging. Tagging can only be done by using a username. The username on Twitter is known as a Twitter handle. Everyone has a Twitter handle. Then we looked at movements, notifications, and messages. Just a few things remaining now. For a tweet, there are a few actions that you can take. What are those actions? Let's look at that. There is reply, there is retweet, there is buffer, there is like, sorry, and then there is direct message. Okay, so what is the Facebook equivalent of a retweet? What is retweet known as Facebook? On Facebook, it's known as share. Yes. Retweet on Facebook is known as share. Yes. So if I want to retweet this tweet, I'll click here. And if I click on retweet, if I click on retweet here, this will be shared. So this tweet will go to the followers, to my followers. And hence the reach of the tweet will increase. All right. That's what retweet is. What is the Facebook equivalent of reply? Yes, replying is like commenting on Facebook. All right. Buffer is a plugin that I've installed. You can ignore that. We'll talk more about buffer in the last class when we study tools. So you can ignore that. And then you have like. Liking is just like liking. It's like expressing your appreciation for something, right? And this is direct message, which means that you can send a direct message to you can send this tweet as a direct message to someone. These are the actions that you can take for a tweet. And of course, you can send a direct message to whom? I can send a direct message to whom, guys? Not to anyone, but only to the people who are my followers, Rohit. I cannot send a direct message to anyone. Okay? Only to the people who are following me, who are my followers. Last two things remaining. One is a hashtag. So let us find a hashtag. Okay. See, if I expand this tweet, if I expand this tweet by Kevin Peterson, what happens when I click on please nothing? When I click on have nothing, a nothing, read nothing. All right. But what happens when I take my cursor here? When I take my cursor to this word, there's an underlining that happens. Why? Because this is a hashtag and it's a clickable link. It's a hashtag and it's a clickable link. What do I mean by clickable? Something happens when I click on it. Nothing is happening when I click on please because it is not hashtag. But something happens when I take my cursor here and I click on it. So yes, firstly hashtags are clickable, or you can say hashtags are hyperlinked. And what happens when you click on a hashtag? It will take you to a page. What page is this? What page is this? This page is basically an aggregator, always like a collector. All the tweets on this page have the hashtag which is the hashtag World Rhino Day. All the tweets which have the hashtag World Rhino Day are being shown here. All right. So hashtag is an aggregator, you can say. Okay, it's like tagging. Okay, let's say for example, I am, let's say I am the marketing manager of ESPN. Then I am, let's say, talking about basketball, football, cricket, different sports. But if I make a tweet around football, I'll include hashtag football in that tweet. Why? Because people can know that, oh, this is tagged football, which means that it's about a particular topic. This tweet has been tagged with football, which means that it's about a particular topic, which is football. And if someone searches for the hashtag football, this tweet will appear. So it's like just like you organize your clothes in a closet, no? In your cupboard, when you organize clothes, you have one set of clothes which goes here, the other casual t-shirts will go here, and t-shirts which should be washed will go in another compartment. There are categories. Similarly, tweets can also have different categories, and hence it's like a way of categorizing them. Now, all of these tweets that I see here, do you think I'm following them? All the tweets that are being seen here, do you think I'm following these guys? I'm not, okay. But still, I can see these tweets. So, what are the marketing implications for this? I'm not following them, but still, when I search for this hashtag, I could see the tweets. So, what are the marketing implications for this? Think, guys. See, in other words, the question was if I can see the content which is not even, I'm not even following these guys, but when I search for the hashtag, I could see the content. So, what does that imply? Or is that exciting for you? Okay, the reason it's exciting for marketers is that this means that including relevant hashtags in your tweet will ensure that your tweet gets wider reach. Including relevant hashtags in your tweet will ensure wider reach. Why? Because let's say if this tweet wouldn't have used this hashtag World Rhino Day, when I had searched for this hashtag, this tweet would not have appeared here. And if they wanted to appear in front of me, they should have included the hashtag, and which they did. Getting it? All right. Okay. Last concept after which I'll open up question answers. The last concept is obviously a trend. What's a trend? I'll repeat. Don't worry. What's a trend? Okay. Yes, so basically, a trend is the most talked about topic. A trend is the most hot topic, the most gossip topic, the most popular topic at that point of time becomes a trend. The most popular topic, the most hot topic at that point of time becomes a trend. Or, in other words, when a large number of people start talking about a particular topic, it becomes a trend. When a large number of people, so a large number of people in Pune are talking about India versus Bangladesh. A large number of people in Pune are talking about John Abraham, right? That's why they are becoming trends. Now, how to use trends and all of that comes into the marketing part, which we'll discuss later. Also know that you can change the trends as per the location. So if I want to have, let's say, trends in Indore, I'll just click Indore, and now I'll see trends as per Indore. Trends. I mean, these are the topics that people in Indore are talking about. All right. So now, apart from hashtag, apart from hashtag, if you have any doubts on any of these concepts that we discussed, but let me assure you something. After the break, so we are going to take a break, and after the break, we are going to indulge in a live tweeting session, which I'm sure will help you a lot and will help you solve a lot of your queries. But fundamentally, conceptually, if you still have any questions on any of these concepts that we discussed, please let me know. Or if you are clear, just type in what is an inter. Let's just type in Mogambo, guys. If you're clear, please type in Mogambo. Okay, or Hakuna Matata, whatever you want. Mogambo is happy. Okay. Pooja says okay. SP Rajgopalan, Vidushi, is your network okay now? All right. Rajesh, is it clear? Okay. And you will have further clarity when we go ahead. What we'll do now is that we'll take. Acha. So, Nupur, what you do is that we will take part in this tweet chat now, and then you can just see if that helps you. If it doesn't, then just take a look at the recording, and yeah, we'll discuss in the next class. So don't worry. That's fine, Rajesh. We'll discuss hashtags, or you will only get them. All right. So okay. So let's take a break, guys. It's 11:46 p.m. So let's meet after 20 minutes. Let's meet after 20 minutes sharp. How to change the username from here? From settings and privacy from here. Okay, let's meet after 20 minutes, guys. Bye. See ya. Which is, if you're in India, it's 12:03 p.m. now, if I'm not wrong. No, no, that's it's 12:10 p.m. No, what is wrong with me? It's 12:05 p.m. What is 11:47 plus 15? Acha, okay, 12:07 p.m. We're meeting at 12:07 p.m. Okay, all right, bye. All right, guys. Okay, let's. I hope everyone's back. I got a delayed by a minute or two. Okay. Uh, so now I want you all to just log into your Twitter account, please. Username has will have some limitations. Oh, if you don't have a Twitter account, please create one. I'll give you a minute to create one. Let me know when everyone is done. So, okay, so Sunil is done, waiting for everyone else to confirm. Let me know when everyone is done. Okay, let's just wait for everyone to be ready, and then we'll start. Verification. Bharat, so there is no process, there is no procedure that you need to follow. There are just a few best practices that you can do. One is that there is one account which is I think verified Twitter. I think that is some that is. I'll just find it for you. Twitter verified, huh? So they ask you to follow them, and so you can follow them, and they will provide you with a few these things, and then you're expected to follow a few best practices, like on the website your it should redirect your official website should redirect to your official Twitter account, in the social media icons. And here also there should be, when you include bio in the Twitter, you should include your website. And there are a few best practices, but apart from that, it's not in our hands. It's something that Twitter does randomly. But if you look at the latest tweet made by this account, they are saying that they're working towards a program. Yeah, exactly. So they have actually kind of put it on hold. So yeah, that's all I have to offer. Okay. Uh, so what we are going to do right now, so I'm going to assume that everyone mm, is on their Twitter account. What we are going to do basically is that we are going to have a live tweeting exercise. Before that, let's just finalize on a hashtag. So what's the name of our group? We had given some name for our group. I forgot the name. What is the name of our group? Brave Socials. Okay. So what we'll do is that we'll find out a hashtag on which has okay. So let's Brave Socials. Okay. So there is no these things on Brave Social. So I want you all to just note this hashtag. I want you to note, just keep this hashtag saved somewhere, the one that I've pinged you, because you're going to need it. So now what I am going to do is that I'm going to ask you questions. Okay, I'm going to ask you questions on Twitter, and you're supposed to give me answers to those questions, not here, but on Twitter itself. Got it? I will be asking you questions, and you will be giving me answers not in the chat window, but on the Twitter platform. Right? Now, how will you find my questions? You'll find my questions when you search for the hashtag hash brave socials. When you search for the hashtag brave socials, that's where you will find it. Okay? Adhiraj, that's why I'd asked you to create one. I hope you have. Okay, by the way, guys, if you can see, it's suggesting me some people. And any idea what the suggestions are based on? The suggestions are based on people that I either know, okay, or share similar interest. Okay, I don't know why creator of Uber Facts, because I follow Uber Facts maybe. Swati Mehta, I don't know if I have worked with her before. Uh, because it knows that I'm into digital marketing, because we have a few common followers. So Twitter keeps on giving you suggestions. All right. Anyway, so I'll be asking you question, and you will be finding that question how. So you have to search for the hashtag. Hashtag what? Brave socials. So when you search for this hashtag, okay. So Bharat is already ready. So you will see my question here. Now, when you see my question, what do? You go to the top right corner, you click on tweet, and you give the answer. So let's say answer is blah blah blah, and then you click on tweet. But more importantly, you include the same hashtag in the answer as well. You include the same hashtag, which is what Brave Socials, in the answer as well. Now, a few commonly made mistakes. Don't make any spelling mistake in the hashtag. If you change it to Brave Social, then the hashtag has changed completely. So don't make any spelling mistake. Don't keep any space in between the hashtag. If you do like this, then it becomes hashtag brave and not hashtag brave socials. So don't do that. Thirdly, if you remove the space before the hashtag, then the hashtag color changes. Right. So always keep one space before the hashtag, unless of course it is at the start of the sentence, then it's fine to not keep a space. But if it is in the middle of a sentence, always keep a space before the hashtag. And the last made mistake is that they forget to include the hashtags only. So don't forget to include the hashtags in the answer. So very simple. I'll ask you a question. How will you find a question? By searching for this hashtag. When you see the question, you'll want to answer. You'll click on tweet. You'll say answer is this. You'll include the hashtag in this and you'll tweet. Simple. Cool. And of course, this is the purpose of this exercise is to get you comfortable with the platform. So um, don't hesitate to ask questions and just explore the whole exercise, the whole platform. And now I'll start asking the questions. The first question is being asked, and the first question has been asked. As this is the first question, I'll wait for a few minutes. Did you click on latest when you search for the question? Until the question is visible, just click on latest when you search for the question. Just click on latest. Still don't see a lot of answers, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm still gonna wait. Okay, let's see what you guys have put together. No googling, no pur. No, 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 no. Okay, so what is the question? All of you guys are ready already. Okay, who among this is one of the founders of Twitter? The answer is Baba Ramdev. I'm just kidding. The answer is Jack Dorsey. Dorsey, however you call him. Sunil honestly says he doesn't know. Okay, the winner of this competition, by the way, gets to have coffee with me when they are in Pune. All right. So I hope that's a good enough incentive. The answer is C. C. No, it's Jack Dorsey. It's B. Who is Travel Vacation? Hey, I like the name. Travel Vacation. Who's Travel Vacation? Hita. Okay, nice. You guys are very creative with names, huh? This batch. Sunil, no, it's B. Nupur, let me Google. No, Nupur is disqualified. Okay, Nupur doesn't get to win this competition. Okay, whose answer is not whose answer is not appearing? Okay, everyone's answer is appearing. Oh, you have bought it already? Nice. I think I'm gonna stalk you all as you answer. Okay, I'm gonna follow and stalk you all on Twitter as you answer the next question. Guys, again, don't hesitate to ask me questions. Okay, um, I'm not sure if you guys if everyone's answers are appearing, but I'm gonna assume they are, and go to the next question. Okay, the next question has been asked. The next question has been asked. Nupur is fighting with me on Twitter. Bharat has a very cool profile photo. Yeah, give it some time. Wow, Sunil, you really look like a model. Okay, I'm not even kidding. I'm following you. Okay, guys, last few minutes, last few seconds rather. I'm following Pooja. I'm following Travel Vacation. You love traveling, Hita? I'm sure you do. That's a stupid question to ask. I'm sure you do. Okay, I'm just checking your website. Who's writing these blogs? I can see three blogs on your website, Hita. Guys, I don't see a lot of entries. Very good, nice. Okay, let's look at the answers. Okay, let's look at the answers. So, question is, which is the most watched video? Despacito. Am I saying it right? Despacito. 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 Chalo, at least you are not googling, Rohit. Despacito. Okay. The answer is Despacito, which is A. Yes. Okay, not everyone's answers are appearing though. Okay, not everyone's answers are appearing, guys. I think. Let me ask. You're the first one to answer. Okay. Adhiraj, your answers are appearing. Achal, Achal, your answer is appearing. No, one side. Let me check. Achal's answer is appearing. Okay. Nupur, yes. Pooja, Raghu. Raghu, is your answer appearing? Rajesh, oh, you're creating it right now. Okay. Rajesh, I haven't seen your answer. I think. Shantanu, Vidushi. Okay. I'm gonna ask the last question for now. Okay, and you guys are like cheating way too much. So I'll ask something which you can't really Google. Okay, I'm gonna ask you something which you can't Google. You have answered. Okay. Okay. The last question has been asked. Okay. Shantanu, I was hoping that you would create one. I'd given some time there for you guys to create one. Um, Last question, guys. This is the deciding moment. I don't know who's winning, who's losing. Answered. Okay. Okay. Last 10 seconds. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what you guys have done. Which was the last drink? The answer is coffee. But I'm having coffee right now. The last drink that I actually had was tea, but right now I'm drinking coffee. So it's a little controversial. I don't know what is the right answer then. Uh, no, I'm just putting it out. You guys can decide. Okay, so coffee, coffee, coffee. Um, Rohit says, "Oh wow, you guys, wow, all of you got it right." Yes, I am a coffee person. I have a coffee addiction. Now we have to change it to coffee. Okay, coffee with Pranav. Huh. Okay, so I don't know who won. Who won the this thing? You guys can decide a winner and let me know. Okay, Sunil. So if everyone agrees, Sunil, then when you are in the town next time, let me know. Okay, we'll go for coffee. Cool. On a serious note, guys, did this exercise help you get a little bit more comfortable with the platform? Did it help you get a little more familiar with the concepts like hashtag and Twitter handle and searching for tweets? Did it make you more comfortable with the platform? Achal, you also? Okay, so I'll buy you both coffee. Only a little bit, Pooja. Okay. Reply option is similar only, Rajesh. It's a tweet only. It's just that the difference is the tweet comes below the when you reply. Your reply is a tweet, but that appears like a below my tweet. So it's like a chain this thing. It appears under my tweet. That's all. So I'll show you. See. So Rohit, for example, I believe no, Rohit did not reply. Let's say Who replied to my tweet? No one apparently has replied. See, something like this. Yeah, I replied to this tweet because of which it is happening below it. Okay. Rohit, what do you drink then? Thanks, Nabur. I hope you found it useful. Same. Okay. Try it. Okay. Um, so guys, this was an exercise to get you more familiar with the platform. I'm going to take a 1 minute break for myself, and then we'll come back and we'll resume. We'll now get into the marketing aspect of Twitter. Okay, Rohit, unfortunately, I'm not much of a drinker, but I'll give you company, yeah? So I'll just take a 1 minute break for myself, and then we'll be back and we'll be resuming Twitter and the marketing, the whole marketing aspect of Twitter. Okay, bye. All right. Now, tell me one thing. What do you think is the superpower of Twitter? What makes Twitter a little different from the other platforms based on your experience so far? Hmm? Guys, as marketers, we don't have to look at platform as just a platform. Okay, we are marketers. We need to look at it as a tool. We need to understand it, how we can leverage it for our benefit. Category wise conversation, okay, faster communication, okay. Then you can tag celebrities or events. That's correct. Okay. But what is it that is different from other platforms? Real time reaching to people. That's correct. Okay. So Hita, for example, if there is someone who is let's say sends out, let's say writes a Facebook post that I'm looking to travel, and also someone also writes a tweet that I'm looking to travel this weekend. Both of them are in your city. Which Where are you from, Hita? Which city do you stay in? Let's take any city. Let's say Hyderabad. Okay, to whom, as a brand, as your brand, to whom you think it'll be easier for you to reach out to, the Facebook post or the Twitter tweet? The answer is obviously the Twitter tweet. Okay, because Facebook has its own sets of privacy. They have their own set of filters, because of which it is not possible for us to just navigate the content and then respond to the content that the users are publishing. However, on Twitter is the most transparent, the most open platform, and you can have a conversation with any person. That is the beauty of Twitter. The beauty of Twitter is the transparency, is the ease with which you can have communication with people. All right. Now, but again, I wanted to experience this. So as we go ahead, we'll touch upon that a little bit more. We are going to look at two aspects of Twitter. One is the brand awareness aspect, and second is the more of a networking or lead generation or tribe building aspect. Let's start with the brand awareness aspect. So a lot of contests happen not just on Twitter but on different social media. The volume of contests have gone down, honestly. Earlier there used to be a lot of contests, but very soon brands realized that these contests, I mean, they are good to get buzz, but do they have any real benefit to the brand or not is still a big question mark. So Samsung came up with this contest when they launched this new Samsung Galaxy 8 E8 Plus. Can you spot a few words in this? What is this called? Word jumble or whatever. Can you spot a few words? Let me see if I can spot a few words. Infinity. Huh, I can see infinity. It's infinity display. Infinity display. Then what is? I can see, okay, yeah, water resistant. Yes, okay. I don't know where a tab is. Okay. So these are a few, this thing. Live focus, water resistant, inverted display, Bixby, Samsung Pay. Alright, so now what happens in these kind of contests is that people love to talk, they love to engage, and they love to comment. So it's hard for someone that he sees something and he is obviously very tempted to comment, which is what the brand is trying to leverage here. But please understand that in this case it's a mass market brand, and hence what they are getting by doing this is participation, is engagement, which can help, they hope to promote uh, Samsung, this new handset. For a consultant like me, who does not have any fan following right now, do you think I should focus on contests like these? Do you think it will help me if I focus on contests like these? Yes, it won't help me, because what am I getting through it? You know, if I want to be a consultant, let's say in the B2B space, and I arrange a contest that, okay, Twitter has how many characters? 140, 180, 280. Random people will participate, but will that give me a tangible benefit? Not so much. Okay, another example of a contest is this. Dash is the fastest anyone has reached 9,000 ODI runs. Any guesses who this is? Depending, you can guess from the stance of this batsman. The batting stance gives away who this batsman is. It's not Sachin. It's actually Virat. It's actually Virat Kohli. It's not Sachin. And yeah, this is another example of a contest, right? So there are a couple of more examples which you can take a look at. There are a lot of Twitter example contest examples. The one that I like is okay. So if you want, you can just Google this contest and take a look at this case study later after the class. All right. So just if you want a bonus contest case study. Okay. The next thing that we need to take a look at is tweet chats. Okay, tweet chats. So what are tweet chats? A chat which happens on Twitter is known as a tweet chat. So by definition, it's a group of people coming together on Twitter for about an hour at regular intervals. So this can change, okay? It doesn't have to be about an hour all the time. But it's basically a group of people coming together at regular intervals to have a conversation. Or rather, even this changes. They can have it doesn't have to be regular intervals. But a group of people having a conversation on Twitter is known as a tweet chat. Now, how do brands initiate it? Brands basically initiate it by bringing on board a subject matter expert. Some it could be a celebrity, it could be the brand ambassador, and so on and so forth. So they bring that person online for a few minutes, or for a couple of hours, and people ask questions to that person based on a particular topic, and this particular celebrity or brand ambassador or whoever that is, they answer the question on Twitter itself by using the same hashtag. So an example would be this: So Moz came up with this contest, sorry, tweet chat where you had to say join. So you had to the users had to ask questions to this particular individual or this particular lady, rather at Denverish. The topic was SEO for e-commerce. SEO for e-commerce. This is the hashtag. So all the questions had to be asked by using this hashtag, hashtag SEO chat, and keeping it real. Practical solutions for common e-commerce SEO headaches is something what which the topic was, and this is the time. Yeah, so all the people will ask, come online at this point of time, ask her questions on this topic, use this hashtag, and she'll respond to those tweets by using the same hashtag in her replies. Now, with Facebook Live and Instagram Live, the popularity of these tweet chats has gone a little down, but still, I wanted to touch on the concept. Have you guys ever taken part in a tweet chat by any chance? Yes or no? Okay, so all of you have taken part in a tweet chat just a few minutes back. Okay, all of you have taken part in a tweet chat just a few minutes back. Okay, please understand that you have all taken part in a tweet chat. Oh, yes, yes. Okay, awesome. Right, guys. So even though it's a bit outdated, this I wouldn't say outdated, but a little less popular these days, but still, it's good to know about these things. Okay. Now the next topic is, or the next thing to know about is trends and how to leverage trending topics. All right. Now this is a tweet by Zomato. I'll let you guys read this and just explain why this is a good tweet. So is it a good tweet or not? What are the good things that they are doing here? Everyone else, Rajesh. Pluto flyby tagged to be. Let's not call it tagged, Bharat, because they have tagged NASA New Horizons. Okay, let's use these terminologies, this thing properly. So NASA New Horizons has been tagged, and they have used the hashtag hash Pluto flyby. Okay, tweeting on trending topics. It's fine. Okay. Okay. See, let's dissect this. Firstly, Pluto flyby was trending, and NASA is typically taking part in a trending topic. What happens when you take part in a trending topic? Okay, you guys only explain me. What will happen by taking part in a trending topic? You will target their followers, Rajesh? No. This tweet will not be visible to NASA New Horizons followers, but the reach will increase. How will the reach increase though? Okay, let me ask you. Huh. If a hashtag is trending, well, where will it appear? By the way, if a hashtag is trending, where will it appear? Where does a trending hashtag appear? I showed you to the left side, right? To the left side of Twitter. If it is appearing to the left side of Twitter, will there be a lot of clicks on that, on the trend? Of course, yes. If there are a lot of clicks on the trend and I come across this particular tweet, will Zomato benefit? Yes. In terms of reach, yes. So Zomato is basically trying to leverage a trend. Let's first understand that. On top of that, they are sticking to their lane, they're sticking to their business, which is about food listings. All right, it's about food list. We know what Zomato does, right? So they're sticking to what that business is all about, and they're funny as well and quirky as well. So one tweet doesn't change a brand, but if they keep on tweeting such funny stuff, such quirky stuff, it certainly gets more attention on social media. Let's dig this a little deeper, okay? Let's dig this using leveraging trend things a little deeper. Um, so I'll show you a video. I wanted to watch this video. It's a very one of the best case studies that I know. So watch this video and let me know when you're done. Okay, watch this video and ping me in the chat window when you're done watching it. Yeah, so pretty cool, right, guys? Um, okay, so this is how you leverage trends. And one more example. Have I shown you the Pokemon Go example? My own Pokemon Go example as far as trends. Okay, I have not. Okay, I'll show you a post. Okay, so if you guys remember, the whole Pokemon Go trend was there a few years back. Yeah. Okay. Now I also have this initiative known as Towards Fulfillment. Where I oh, I have shared it with you. Or what, Hita, already? Okay, let me just show it to you. Okay, let take a look at this post. Just know that the brand is about meditation. So let me know if you can understand this post. Do you get this? Yes, you guys get the joke plus the connection, right? This is how you take a trending topic and you connect it with what you stand for. All right. Now, if you look at this post, I boosted this post by 50 rupees. 50. 50 is nothing, right? And look at the shares that I got and the likes that I got. And more importantly, this post was shared by some big pages, a couple of big pages. Of course, I shared it, but this page, which has around what 11,000 likes at that point of time, they shared this post. Timbo Wong from Hong Kong shared this post. Julie shared this post. This lady shared, and this page also shared. All right. So yeah, just goes to show if you create quality content around a particular trend, and if you boost it by a certain amount of like a very small amount as well, it will get you. It will get a get you some reach. Cool. Now, how to not leverage a trending topic? This is that. How to not? What is wrong with this? What is wrong with this? Okay, so it is improper and bad timing, yes. Trying to cash on a mishap, yes. Exactly. See, guys, everyone now sees through stuff. People are smart, and if you think people are stupid enough that they will see your tweet, because you have used a trending topic, and they would not, of course, when they see through it, they would not like what you have done. And yes, this is absolutely improper timing. And when during such a calamity, when people are distressed and they are in trouble, brands should step up and help them rather than leverage it for their own selfish sales. So be extremely careful about what you put out on social media, not just Twitter, but on social media, and have a good do's and don'ts documents, and don't indulge into these kind of trends. All right. Okay. Let me talk to you about another example. Okay. So do you guys know what influencer marketing is? Anyone, guys? Come on, someone just step up. See, you guys, I'm sure. So at least one of you knows what influencer marketing is. Asking influencers, yes. So asking influencers to speak about your brand. So for example, I have a tea brand. I reach out to someone who let's start defining by who an influencer is. Okay, who is an influencer? An influencer is someone who has a lot of fan following on social media. An influencer is someone who has a lot of fan following on social media in terms of reach, in terms of engagement, etc. All right. Typically, you will see a lot of influencers on Instagram. These days, a lot of female influencers on Instagram. YouTubers can also be influencers. Yes. Now, these influencers, because they are so popular, because they are so famous, of course, brands are interested in them. Why are brands interested in them? The brands are interested in them because these influencers, if brands can collaborate with these influencers, the reach of the brand will increase, and yes, and they'll get more eyeballs, obviously. So brands will give them a certain amount of money. The brands will give them a certain amount of incentive to promote them. All right. Now we'll be touching on the influencer marketing more in on Instagram. But for today, I would like you to still see one case study which is more Twitter driven around influencer marketing. It is for the promotion of Chennai Express, but the TV premiere of Chennai Express. Okay, the TV premiere of Chennai Express. So I'm going to share one more case study. Today is a case study day. Okay, so Yeah. Okay, take a look at this case study of influencer marketing to know more about it, and then we'll discuss, take up this topic again when we do Instagram. Okay, so let me know when you're done. Cool. So, yeah, like I said, we'll touch up more upon influencer marketing as we go ahead. But yeah, this is the basic concept. All right. So, we looked at a few ways to generate brand awareness. One was to obviously create contests, indulge in tweet chats. Goes without saying that if you tweet awesome, interesting, amazing content, you're going to get awareness, you're going to get more, more eyeballs. Influencer marketing was just another way of increasing brand awareness. Now, as far as lead gen is concerned, how can Twitter be leveraged to generate more leads? Let's talk about that for a bit. So, look at this interaction. Just look at this interaction. and see what is happening. Yeah, so what I really want to touch upon right now is this whole thing of followers and quantity versus quality, because a lot of times so many brands focus on followers. Even I used to be told, okay, increase the Twitter account followers by 50 today or by 100 today. And when you ask them the question, but why? Why do you need more followers? There is no answer. Let's say if I am owning a standalone ice cream shop, okay, if I sell ice cream, it's a local shop, it's not even a brand yet. Do I need 1 lakh followers on Twitter? Should that be my focus? Every day I come to office and I focus on getting 1 lakh followers. No, my focus would be to monitor the 5 kilometer area around my shop and talk to people on Twitter by monitoring keywords. So understand what you are doing. Many times, people ask me, okay, I need more readers for my blog. And then I ask them, okay, how many readers do you need? Silence. Because more does not have any value. Tell me a number and then I'll tell you a strategy. Okay, so if you say, okay, I need 50 followers, now you're talking. I need 50,000 followers, now we are talking. Now we can work towards that. Getting it, so always put a number. More doesn't, mean anything. Or people say, I want to become rich. Okay, how rich? How much money do you want to have? And then when you say, okay, you need this much of money, okay, but why? They wouldn't have answered. My question, my point of view here is that be aware of what you are doing rather than following people blindly. Just because your competition has 50,000 followers doesn't mean that you need 50,000 followers. What these guys did well, what the sheepstock guys did well, was that they engaged with another human being like a human being. So Anish Unnikrishnan said we can call India superpower only when I can order threadless teas online and and be sure that will be delivered. Sheepstock, which is a brand which already indulges into these kind of teas and designs, they monitored it and they said that we have organic cotton teas and we designed to with crowdsourcing will be delivered to, and this guy then says will do. There's a chance that now an interaction will happen. If Sheepstock would have simply focused on getting more followers, this interaction wouldn't have happened. Another example, this is a tweet by Rishi who says, which digital marketing course do I enroll for? Digital Vidya or Upgrade or Simply Learn or Manipal University? It's digi confusing. Okay. To which only Digital Vidya replied saying, thanks for considering Digital Vidya. Have you attended our orientation session led by our CEO? Now this guy got so pleased with the reply. He said, "I've gone ahead with Digital Vidya because they are digital enough to send me a reply to my on my tweet. Thanks for the tip. Next course." And again he said, "My Digital Vidya replies to my tweet. My interpretation is that they practice what they preach. Gone ahead with them." So just one simple tweet, just one simple response to a person can change the business for you. Okay, can change because you know what kind of what kind of ticket size and what kind of time investment is needed for this course. So it's a pretty big deal if you are able to convert people like this on Twitter. Okay, let's take one more example. Let's say I am owning. Okay, let's say I have a standalone Chinese restaurant. Okay, I have a Chinese standalone Chinese restaurant, and I want to use Twitter to for two purposes. One is to get more awareness, and second is to get more footfalls. Um, how will I use Twitter? How will I use Twitter to get these two objectives? One is to increase brand awareness, and second is to increase footfalls. How will I use Twitter? What all can I do on Twitter? Tag whom, Raghu? Okay, give complete answers, no, Raghu, Rohit. What will I do? Which influencers? Talk about their food and tag the restaurant. No, but I am the restaurant, Achal. I am handling the social media of the restaurant. Follow influencers. Okay, what will that give to me, Sunil? Guys, think it thoroughly. Okay, think very thoroughly what you are this thing. Run a promotion to get what? Have a chat with digital Deepak. What? Not sure what you mean, Rohit. How will digital Deepak help here? To get customer, city-based celebs. But he's in the digital marketing. He's a digital marketing influencer, right? So how will that help a restaurant? Write about food content, okay, and tweet using hashtags of related trending topics, okay. Talk to influencers, okay. What kind of influencers, Sunil? Ask them to visit your restaurant and talk about it in their own tweets, okay. What kind of influencers can these be? Missed that, okay. Food bloggers, yes, of course, food bloggers, okay. What kind of videos? Taste and cooking recommendations, run contests, okay. What kind of contest? Kitchen sneak peek, okay. What kind of contests? Okay, boost your tweets, food eating contest, okay. So I'll stop you guys right there and share with you. There was a similar problem statement. Okay, similar problem statement. There was a Chinese restaurant in Delhi. Look what these guys did to get more traffic or more footfalls in that restaurant. Okay, watch this video. Super interesting. One of my favorite brand agencies. This is and see what they did to get more footfalls in the restaurant. And let me know when you're done and if you understand the case study. Pretty cool, right? Yes, yes, they did. They did. Exactly. Being more human, being more patient, um, being acting like a human being and not spamming people, not scamming people, is the new way of marketing. It's also brave, yes. All right, because every time I show this case study, there is always one person who will say to me, "You haven't," but there's always one person from the batch who says to me, "But this is so time consuming. How will I do it? Can you show me a method where I can do it in I can target 1,000 people in 1 second?" Well, if there was a way of targeting 1,000 people in 1 second, everyone would do it, and that would not be human. And human, not because you want to be human, but simply because we as human beings, we connect with other human beings when they act like humans. Okay, we do not connect with a receptionist at a doctor's place who is sitting like a robot, who is does not give any expression, who only simply asks us our name and then sits down quietly. We don't connect with her, but we connect with a receptionist who makes us feel comfortable. Okay, who makes us feel a little less anxious. That's the job of a receptionist. All right. So if you're looking to play the short, selfish game, if you don't want to put in the effort of being human and interacting with people, you don't want to suffer. And if you know all the people who built their brand on Twitter, they did not do it by spamming people. Okay, they did not do it by spamming people. They did it by being humans. If you look at Gary Vaynerchuk's example, Gary Vaynerchuk also used to respond to. He used to spend 6 7 hours on Twitter just responding to people. So it's just not about the quantity; it's about the quality. All right. Brand lawyer shut down. He has a letter, Rohit. You can just Saurabh Parmar, the CEO, has a letter written which is available online. You can just take a look at the letter. All right. Okay, guys. Today I wish to stop a little early, if that's okay with you all. We'll expand by maybe half an hour in the next class because we are a little behind. Um, but yeah, I mean, due to some circumstances, I wish to stop today's session a little early. Just be open to the session being extended by half an hour in the next class, okay? Because that will be the fourth session. It will be very very important. Cool. So before we go, as always, this is exactly what your LinkedIn is preaching. I read those articles. Thank you for inspiring me. I'm glad. I'm glad, Hita. Chalo, at least someone is reading, so I'm glad. And what I'm actually doing also, maybe I should show it to you guys. The new website that I'm building, this is secret, okay? So don't steal my idea. Is also based on the same thing, Hita. Uh, it's still a work under process, but yeah, I hope you can see the video. This is going to be the new website, all about humanizing. Yeah, I hope you guys like it. Okay. Anywho, I joined today's session. I missed today's session. Joined in late. Just take a look at the recording. Yeah, you will get up to speed. Yes. Okay. Any specific takeaways from today, guys? What is today's takeaway? What did you learn today? Everyone, one takeaway. It could simply be as simple as what Pranav likes coffee or Pranav cuffs too much or I am impatient. It could be anything. Anything that you learned today. It looks great. Okay. I don't know why you keep calling it gay, Rohit. You learned about Twitter. Okay. Okay. Then you learned tweeting. Okay. Case studies, good, giving new ideas. Okay. Okay. Human touch in marketing can bring a huge. Oh wow, that's my favorite takeaway. Okay, sorry everyone else. But human touch in marketing is something that can bring a difference. Yes, Facebook ads and Twitter. Yes, so we covered a lot of things today. Okay, we finished Facebook ads. So many concepts. We got into Twitter. We studied a lot of concepts, and then we studied. We did a live tweeting exercise, and then we also looked at conversations on Twitter and branding on Twitter, and so on and so forth. Yes. All right. So as always, how to have coffee with Pranav? Yes. Okay. As always, I'm gonna give you the feedback link. This feedback is super super important to me. Um, and I'm here for questions if you have any. Sorry. I, Hi Pranav, do give your feedback on good in goodbyes campaign I'm doing for my client in Pune. Sure, Bharat. Why don't you just put the links on the LMS and I'll take a look at it. Just write to the course coordinator that I want Pranav to respond to this, and I'll respond to whatever you have put together. Yeah. Can we follow a hashtag on Twitter? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let me check though. No, I don't think so. No. Okay, thank you guys. Please fill in the feedback. It's very very important for me. There's a saved searches option, by the way, Rohit, but there is no um, follow hashtag option. Bapre, 67 MB. Ah. Okay, just I don't know what went wrong. I can't debug this thing, but just try using maybe less heavy images. Maybe some error. Use easy GIF. Yes, that's what I'd recommend it to. Okay, that's strange. Guys, a reminder about the feedback. Okay, okay, okay. Cool. So it worked out for you, no? Thank you, guys. Thank you, Achal. It's every time, I don't know if you guys become teachers in your life, but every time someone says that your teaching helped me, that's the best compliment ever for a teacher. The teacher doesn't want anything else. So thank you, Achal. Thank you. What video editing tool I would recommend? If you are using, if you're a Mac user, iMovie is good. If you are a Windows user, I'm not sure if you have an access to Windows Movie Maker. They are very simple and free softwares. If not, then I'll recommend Adobe Spark. Or if there are anything, okay, so let's say Filmora. I don't know. I have not used it, but if you can explore that, if Rohit's suggesting it. Adobe Spark. Huh. Okay, guys. So anyway, parting thoughts are that you please start executing stuff. It shouldn't happen that after 5 weeks, you forget what everything that we had learned. Please start executing. But this is the best opportunity for you to start your personal brand, and it'll change you forever. If you like keep a good habit of writing, it will change you forever. I'll tell you one incident that happened yesterday. One of my so I don't know how many of you are following me on Facebook, but I have a habit of writing every day. Okay, I write something every day. And I do it without any expectation, not because I want people to read it. Of course I want people to read it, but I don't, even if no one reads it, I'll still keep on doing it. I've been doing it for 2 years without any promotion whatsoever. Yesterday I got a message from a friend saying that one of your write-ups is was forwarded to his sister's WhatsApp group, and she sent it to him because she knew that I am his friend. And I was blown away. Of course I was very happy. um, And I just realized that wow, this is like a big movement for me. I should give more focus. It was very humbling, of course, and I should focus more, because if anything is getting appreciated by people, you need to do it more seriously. My point is that when you sit down and do your art and create your personal brand, or write a blog, or uh, write a make a podcast, whatever that is, once you keep on doing it, it simply has its advantages later. Yeah, so that is what I want to leave you all with. All right, so yeah, that's all guys, we can call it off, and just ensure that you have filled up the feedback. Okay, done. Okay, yeah, this motivates you. Yeah, I hope to see Nupur's writing and Raghu's writing and Achal's writing and Hita's writing getting viral on WhatsApp. Okay, and Sunil's writing, of course. Yes. All right, guys. So I'll see you in the next class now. Bye bye. Take care.